Did you know that your organization's critical assets require more than just a firewall for cybersecurity? In today's world, a single defense mechanism is not enough. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about the 7 layers of cybersecurity that you can implement in your organization to keep your data and resources safe. So let's discuss each of the 7 layers one by one. Layer 1 is mission critical assets. In the layer 1, we talk about the critical assets of an organization that are required to keep that organization running. For example, your financial systems, your production services, and your sensitive data. If any of these would get compromised, your organization would come to a halt and it would suffer significant losses. In cybersecurity, safeguarding these assets is the top priority as their failure can cause some financial, reputational, and operational damages. Then comes layer 2, that is data security. Now we all watching all our previous video have learned that data is so important, right? So in this layer, we talk about how we can protect the data. In protecting the data, it comes about encrypting it, in recovering it in case of any mishappening, and to make sure that data is not lost. The encryption is the key. In encryption, we can have the asymmetric encryption where we have a public key for the encryption and private key for the decryption, and it could be a symmetric key encryption where we have just a single key for both encryption and decryption, depending on the security we require. Encryption ensures that only authorized people can access the data. Next is backup. Backing up your data is very critical, and we can do that either on-site storage or on the cloud storage. Now, if we have a backup of our data, in case of any compromise or breach, we can just recover it from our backups. Lastly, access control limits who can view or edit the data. This makes sure that only the right person gets in. Protecting data is not optional. It is essential in preventing breaches and keeping trust with your partners and customers. After data security layer comes the third layer, that is your endpoint security. As you've talked about endpoint earlier also, it is everywhere around you. Your laptop, your smartphone, your IoT devices, your wristwatch, everything is an endpoint. Where the internet, your network connects, it is an endpoint. Securing these devices is crucial for preventing data breaches, malware, and unauthorized access. For endpoint security, we use tools like antivirus, IPS intrusion prevention systems, EDRs, endpoint detection response tools to make sure that our endpoints remain secure. For example, antivirus scans for malware, IPS monitors and prevents any suspicious activities, and EDR tracks endpoint behaviors, setting up alerts and making sure that we can come up with a response on time. Without securing these endpoints, even the most secure network could become vulnerable through the single compromised device. Next layer is application security. Applications are very essential for running your business, but they are also a very major target for cyber attacks. Protecting your applications from vulnerabilities and security flaws is very essential to prevent breaches and maintain trust. Application security measures includes encryptions, firewalls, and security protocols. Encryption, obviously, to protect your data. Now, firewalls to prevent any unauthorized access into your application, and security protocols like HTTPS or TLS to make sure that data in transit is also protected. This also prevents the possibility of a man-in-the-middle attack. Also, patching your applications is very crucial. Updating your applications from time to time makes sure that no vulnerability that exists in your application can be taken benefit of. Without proper implementation of application securities, attackers can take benefit of these vulnerabilities, exploit them, and disrupt services. Coming to next layer, that is network security. Network is the backbone of your organization. It is very important for your daily communication tasks. Securing your network layer is very important to protect your business from malwares, breaches, or unauthorized access. Network security includes methods like data encryption, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems. By using the data encryption, we make sure that data in transit is again encrypted and is secure. While encryption makes sure that data traveling across the network is secure, firewall keeps the unauthorized data out of the network. The IDS continuously monitors the network and sees what is coming in and out of the network and raises an alert to the administrator in case of any suspicious activity. Regular patching and updates keeps your network secure against the known vulnerabilities. Also, without proper network securities, attacker can easily infiltrate your systems. Next is perimeter security. Perimeter security is about defining a boundary between your internal network and the outside world. This involves using technologies like IDS, IPS systems, firewalls, and the network segmentation. As we have already talked about the IDS, IPS systems and firewalls, so firewalls keeps the unauthorized data outside the network, and IDS and IPS systems helps in detecting and preventing the unauthorized or suspicious activities. Then the network segmentation is used to divide your network into small parts so that even if one area of your network is compromised, the other remains secure. Just like the defense in depth concept, we have the layered castle approach. With the perimeter constantly changing, keeping it secure makes sure that we keep all the threats at bay, and also your network's code is secure. Now, the seventh layer, the human layer. Humans are often considered the weakest link in the cybersecurity because a small error made by a human can lead to a compromise of your whole organization's data and systems. Human error, whether through phishing, poor password practices, or data leaks, can open the door to attackers and lead them inside your network. And that is why the human layer is crucial. Now, the key to strengthening the human layer is education, awareness, and training. You make sure that your employees are properly educated and aware about the basic threats so they do not fall into a trap by the attacker. They conduct some phishing simulations so they know when a phishing email comes to them and they do not click on that link. Now, implementing strong access control like multi-factor authentication can also prove very useful, as it will make sure that the breaches occurred by the compromise of credentials are reduced.
A well-trained and vigilant team is your first line of defense against any cyber attack.
With that, we have covered all the 7 layers of cybersecurity. We have started from your mission-critical assets to strengthening your human element. It's like stacking shields. With each layer, you stack one more shield and it becomes more secure. And together they form an unbeatable defense. This also marks end of our cybersecurity foundational series. But cybersecurity is not like set it and forget it. You have to keep yourself updated. And for that, hit that notification bell icon, subscribe for more, and like this video. Till then, happy learning.